Hey guys, welcome to Oblong Polka Dots. My name is Kerr, and on this channel, we talk about makeup, skincare, and beauty. So if that's something you're into, you've come to the right place. Today I want to use the ColourPop Locket Down palette. I bought this a long time ago. Can you see that? And I haven't used it yet, so let's use it today. This palette does not come with a mirror, but this is what it looks like. It's really beautiful, sort of lilacs and purples. Yeah, let's make a look. So typically when I start my face, I'm going to begin with a primer. This one's from Fenty Beauty. It's the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. This one. And I know I mentioned this a lot, but initially when I began using this primer, I didn't really like the way it turned out on my skin, but over time I've really learned to enjoy it. So here we are. Right now is the VIB spring event for Sephora, so I did purchase another bottle of that, and I'll be probably using that one up soon. This is the primer from Essence. It's called Prime Like a Boss eyeshadow base. This stuff is worth its weight in gold, you guys. It is so inexpensive. It's like less than $4, and it works really well. It's really oily when you first put it on your lid, but don't freak out. It dries down, and then it gets to be like a really nice sticky base for your eyeshadow. And it keeps your eyeshadow on and it keeps it from creasing all day. Just a really nice primer. Okay, so next I want to go ahead and let's start with, typically when I do my shadow, I do it from lightest at the center of my eye to darkest on the outside. So let's pick 3 shades. How about these 3 right down the middle? These 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll just make it really plain. So beginning with that matte shade at the top, it's called Off Key. I'm just going to grab a flat shadow brush and we'll begin with that. And I'm just going to pat that down all over my mobile lid just to get a nice base. It's a really pretty cool toned grayish purple color. It's nice. Again, I'm not doing any kind of blending in. I'm just patting the color along the lid. There we go. Let's do the other eye. Nice. I really love the ColourPop pressed pigments. Their shadows are so nice, and they're fairly consistent across palettes, so once you've tried out the formula, it's going to be pretty much the same. So that's what that looks like. Now let's go in with this deeper shade at the bottom. It's called These Chains, I think. Yeah. And we're going to do that on the outside. There we go. Just stick into the outer V. And really for me, I don't know if I stick to an outer V so much as I just stick to an angle. I don't necessarily pull it completely to the outside of my lid. I stop just short, and I learned that from Wayne Goss. If you guys don't know him, it's a pretty famous makeup artist on YouTube, and he taught me everything I know about makeup and then some. You guys should definitely check him out. Okay, same on this side. Again, I'm just packing on the color. I'm not actually spreading it anywhere. And I'm doing it at an angle. So, you see that? A little bit more on this side. There we go. It's good. And then for the second half of my eye, I'm going to go with the Scented color called Togetherness. It's this one right here. And I'm taking the same brush. I haven't changed brushes at all. I'm just going to flip it over and use the other side. I'm just going to blend that in with the other color. So there's not like a harsh line on my lid. Nice. Very nice. Just a really simple look. I love looks like this for work days, so I don't really have to think. I can just put it on and it's kind of like mindless. I don't know if that sounds right, but I think you know what I mean. Like for me, I get up really early in the morning, so I don't want to have to do too much thinking. And then for this one, there is a little bit of fallout. I don't know if you can see that, or if it's picking up on camera, so I'm just going to clean that up a little bit. I'm going to grab this Clinique Take the Day Off and just one of these little Shiseido cotton pads and just wipe that off really quick, and then we can get on with the rest of the look. I love these little palettes from ColourPop because these 9-pan palettes really make it easy to come up with a look, and you don't have to get into it too far in terms of your planning because the palettes are often laid out in such a way that it's planned for you. You can literally just treat it like tic-tac-toe, just pick 3 colors and you're done. So I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to try and smooth this out a little bit along the edges. And I'm not actually going in an arc, I'm pulling it out because I really like that kind of angled look. So you can see I'm drawing a straight line across, and then the same is going to be true for this side. And we're just going to soften that line a little bit. Okay, there we go. It's pretty basic, you guys. What do you think? So let's finish up this look. We're going to go ahead and pop on some of this concealer. It's the Lancome Teint Idole concealer, and it is the Ultra Wear. It's number 470 is my spring/winter color, and it's probably my favorite concealer. I wear this stuff all the time. I actually have it in 2 other shades. One is my summer fall shade, and then the other one I can use to mix between the two, in between the weather changing. And then lately I've just been reaching for my Morphe M173 brush to blend in my concealer. So I'm going to blend that in. I love this brush for concealer because it's just really easy to control. And I feel like it doesn't pick up too much of the product. It does more dispersing than anything, which is nice. All right. That's good for now. Don't worry, we're going to blend this in here in a second. Okay, set that to the side. So for my foundation, I've been obsessed with this L'Oreal True Match. I have the shade W7. It does look a little bit light, but promise you it's going to blend perfectly because this foundation does oxidize a little bit. Just take that and blend it in. Between this and the Makeup Forever foundation, I don't know, you guys. I think they both have me in a chokehold. They just blend so easily, and they look really nice on the skin. Very skin-like texture. Between the 2 of those, you really can't lose. See what I mean? See how that blends in? It just looks like skin. And that was just like 1 pump. I think I'm going to go another little half pump just to finish it up a bit. Okay. I blends nicely. And that Lancome plays well with, I think, pretty much every foundation that I've tried. Here we go. See how it just blends right in? It's really nice. And it looks very skin-like. I don't know if the camera picks that up or not, you guys, but in person it looks very skin-like. And the reason I can tell is because whenever I'm wearing this foundation or the one from Makeup Forever, people compliment my skin. They don't compliment the foundation. So that tells me that not only is the foundation a good match, but it also creates a really nice texture on my skin. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and set that with the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. They don't make this anymore. And it's so sad to me because I'm finally getting down to the last of it. This is my absolute favorite setting powder. So once it's done, it's done. And let's see, grab a brush. This is a giant brush from BH Cosmetics. I normally use my other brush from, what is it called? Real Techniques. But I just washed it last night. It's just off camera. It's over my shoulder. So waiting for that to dry. This is a good alternative because it's a good all over face brush. It's nice and fluffy and disperses the powder nicely. Okay, a little bit more. All right, so now let's go ahead and grab a little bit of blush. I'm going to use this blush from, oops, oh my gosh, you guys. Oof, there we go. I'm going to grab this blush from Marina Beauté, and it's called Sweet Brown. I believe Marina Beauté is an Afro-Swedish brand. And this is what the color looks like. So pretty. Just going to pop that on. I like to bring my blush just underneath my eye. And I can't remember who I learned that from, but I'm glad that I did, because I like the way that it looks. And this blush is so easy to work with, you guys. It really disperses nicely. Just like a nice, pretty flush of color. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but I like it. And I think it looks nice in person. So now that's done. Put that back. And then let's set all of this stuff. I like to use the Kryolan Ultra Setting Spray. I have this in the can as well, but I love the spray also. If you do buy this, make sure you take this little cap off and rinse it every once in a while because it will get clogged. The other thing to consider is that this stuff is really, really strong. It's got a very strong alcohol scent to it. So if you're sensitive to alcohol, this may not be for you. Okay, so now let's throw on a little bit of liner. I have the Urban Decay Love Drug. It's a really pretty purple. And mine is a little bit dull. So let's take it and sharpen it up a little bit. There we go. I really like liners that are traditional, where you can sharpen them. I don't know why, I just do. I have retractable ones too, but I gravitate towards these. So we're going to go ahead and pop that on. And I'm just going to tight line. I'm just putting it directly underneath my lash line, right there in the top. And then same for this side. Okay. And it just makes your lashes look thicker. when you do it that way. There we go. And for my bottom lash line, I'm going to run a little bit of both of these actually underneath. So what I'll do is I'll take the darker color on the outside and the lighter color on the inside. Yep, just like that. And then what it's doing is it's just mirroring the look, so that the top and the bottom match. And lastly, let's tidy up a little bit. So my brows are tattooed, but I do like to run a brush through them so they at least look nice. There we go. Every once in a while I'll fill them in as well, but I'm not doing that today. And then I also have here a lip liner. This one is from MAC and it's called Chestnut. It's going to line my lips. And going to put on a little bit of gloss. This is Fenty, and this one is called Fussy. Nice deep lip. Lastly, I'm going to go ahead and throw in some of this mascara from Essence. It's called the False Lashes. It's the Extra Volume and Curl. I love the Essence mascara, and my favorite one is Lash Princess. So good. I keep that, like, backups of that, because they tend to fly through mascara. I change my mascara out a lot because I don't want to have any kind of microbes or bacteria grow in it, because your eyes are pretty sensitive and you want to just make sure to take good care of them. So for mascara, I will toss that rather frequently, which also means that I don't really buy a lot of high-end mascara because I don't necessarily want to purchase product repeatedly at that price point. But the Lash Princess, I think, retails for like $3, $4, so you can really stock up on that and not feel too guilty about when you need to toss it. You can see though why I really love the Essence formula. It's just like, look at that. Let's get the bottom. And then you may also notice that when I'm doing my mascara, I only pull it out of the tube once. I don't do that thing where you like dip it in the tube 10,000 times. I don't think it's necessary. I think there's plenty of product that is already on the wand without having to go back in there 2, 3, 4 times. I've only really experienced a couple of mascaras like that, and they tend to have like a really dry formula. I'll clean that up in a second. Give me a minute. All right, here we go. Let's grab this. I'm going to clean up that little chunk of mascara that just ended up there at the bottom, and then we'll be done. Nothing on that side. All right. What do you guys think? You like it? Well, let me know. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.